right, everybody, welcome in. How is it going? Let's do a reading for the collective right now. This is a message for whoever needs to hear this. Sometimes only small pieces of these readings are meant for you, so just use your intuition and let's get cracking. Later this week, we have the new moon in Virgo. That is going to be a big deal. So I'm going to be doing some work around that, giving some readings. This week, I'm going to be doing weekly readings for each zodiac sign, so stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed, please do. This is a great time to do it so you get notified of any kind of new content I might be creating, which I'll tell you about later. All right, let's see where wow. All right, let's see where we go. Next week, we're doing a class on self-love versus self-care and how to really take good care of yourself. So some of you really have asked us for this, and please join up so we can work on it. Look at this. Healer. Grounded. And trust. Yeah, the new moon in Virgo this week is really about small incremental, I don't even want to use the word change, like baby steps. Okay, we have so many retrogrades going on. I think we have 6 retrogrades going on, and including Chiron. And the moon is a little bit refreshing. I just want to, give you this kind of bird's eye view of what's going on, that the new moon in Virgo is going to sort of allow you to manifest in your life things that make you feel good, things that are healthy for you, things that are good for you. Very Virgo energy. But Virgo energy is also very 6th house. So it's kind of like a little detaily, a little small P progress. Okay. So if you're like expecting some kind of big leap, some kind of big change, I'm just going to say that it's probably not the best time to make huge changes. I would say small changes, tweaks here, there, nip tuck. Okay. A little tiny changes, little steps that are going to bring around big dividends later. And I feel like when we get into the direct part, when we get, into next year, we are going to have some major direct, all planets direct energy. So right now, this is just kind of like stay grounded, stay with practices. Okay, Virgo energy, new moon in Virgo is very much about a practice. So we've been talking on the channel the last few weeks about, I don't even want to call it a meditation practice. It's really just more of a mindfulness practice about, stopping every hour and just kind of feeling your breath go in and out. Just get yourself nice and centered and nice and grounded. There are some things that are floating around. I feel like some of you, when Venus was in retrograde, there was a lot of discussion about loss of sleep and things along those lines. I feel like some of you have either found a healer or you're opening up to your own healing gifts. And it's just going to take some time to unwrap them. So don't be in such a rush. You don't need to be in a rush. 7 of Pentacles, the Hanged Man underneath, the King of Swords, the 8 of Pentacles, the 2 of Swords, and the 3 of Wands. Okay, I like that. So, all right, we're doing this, I guess. Queen of Pentacles. So this is definitely the feeling of the time, which is whatever you have built, if you have built something, there's such a thing as momentum. And so you don't really have to be pushing. Some of you are really wanting to, though. I'm seeing this Aquarian energy a lot lately, all about making new decisions, new choices, new expansions, right? Especially in terms of your work or your money, like really feeling like you want to, whatever you've invested in, I do feel like just get that to the place where it can be made public, or like if you have a side hustle, or if you have been building a program, if you're building something that it's getting ready to come into play. And I feel like that may be in Scorpio season. Libra season. So the equinox is happening first. And Libra season, I really like this because the nodal axis is Aries and Libra. And so we are having a nodal, for those of you who don't know, the North Node is a karmic path. Okay. And for the transit, what's happening right now is the North Node of the moon is in Aries and the South Node is in Libra. So this is a very interesting axis, which is really about me versus we. So you may have a lot of things come up about relationships. Like, when do I get to stand up for myself? And if I stand up for myself, will these people still like me? Or do I have to sell my soul down the river in order to have this relationship? And I feel like that's one of the big lessons that's being learned right now, is that maybe in the past, if you have done that, if you have sold your soul down the river, now it's really time for you to take care of you and not really do that anymore. And so whatever that means, whatever that means to you, I also feel like some of you may feel like there's a person trying to get the better of you and everything. But I just feel like you're leaving behind some situations, some people, some situations, career paths, but not quite yet. Like there's still this moment in time when you're going to need to kind of close up the karma. Okay, close up the karma with the South Node in Libra, and we're coming into Libra season in the next 10 days or so. South Node is about past life karma too. So there can be things that go on in Libra season that might, especially if you have a lot of Libra energy, Libra and Aries energy to you, there can be some things showing up that it's like, okay, these relationships are done for me. Especially if you have any planets or the ascendant or, Chiron or anything in late degrees of Libra and Aries, because that's where the nodes are active right now. And also, if you are, I know I'm a 29 degrees Libra rising. And so that's like the closing out of relationships is a big piece of my karmic puzzle for this life. If you don't know what I'm talking about, jump onto Pathfinders or jump onto my astrology workshop and we can sort it out for you. Okay. So let's just see what's going on for the collective here. The Knight of Cups, the Nine of Wands, Five of Cups, Hierophant, Four of Swords, right, okay, Page of Wands, the Six of Wands, Devil and Death right next to each other. Holy cow. Okay, Page of Pentacles and the outcome. Nice page energy, very much like ace energy. So this is a really good thing. So what I want to say is, just so you know, in the extended, I will pull cards for each zodiac sign so you can get kind of caught up on what this means for you, your specific sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign, okay? So right now, I feel like you're at the precipice of something, and the Knight of Cups showing up for the collective as like, hey, I'm ready to receive a gift. I feel like the energy is delivering a gift to you, this very specific kind of Virgo-esque energy is asking you just to take baby steps, incremental steps. A lot of it is around past karma, trauma, past patterns, right? Really doing a lot of healing work around past patterns. And so you're going to need to stay grounded and trust, because these lessons are going to come up again, or these people are going to show up again in some meaningful way. And even though you're kind of like, the energy is asking you to be kind of benevolent and not really be dominating or narcissistic or I know you are, but what am I? Like, getting that too. Like, it's really asking for you to stay grounded, okay? Because you're showing up as the devil energy here, Capricorn energy. Like, I don't know how to unhook myself from things. All right. So this grounded energy and trust energy is to trust that you are divinely guided always. Trust that you are protected always. Do a little bit of work around that. I feel like that's a very good Virgo energy. I am seeing Taurus and Capricorn, but not Virgo here. I'm not seeing the Knight of Pentacles yet, or the Hermit yet. But there's little inklings of it, like this Two of Swords is like, stay, kind of in your lane a little bit. Gray rock, if you're dealing with narcissistic family members or a boss or something like that, like really stay in yourself. I have a feeling that some of you are going to have maybe some loss here, the Death card and the Five of Cups. There's a sadness, but it's like a closure to a chapter. And like, it has to happen. It can't stay. This relationship, this person, this career, even, like, there's some things that can't stay. And I feel like some of you are innovating your career. I'm not worried about money. I'm not worried about, because we're in Virgo time, right? I'm not worried about, especially because I get this Queen of Pentacles. I'm not concerned that you're going to lose money or that you're not going to be able to make money or something like that. That's not what this is about. This is about an energy of pattern that is unnecessary. Okay. And I feel like this is really a nice energetic signature here. The King of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. It's like, just stay your course. Just know that things, there's nothing to do. There's just focus on what's in front of you, one step at a time. Very Virgo energy, one step at a time. Just take the next step. Because I do feel like as we're getting through this time period, I feel like Libra time, like I said, is going to be South Node. Karmic unpacking that's happening right now is going to be important for everybody. And, very soon, within 4 weeks, so within Libra time, this is a healing card. There's nice healing energy here. Within 4 weeks, I feel like you make some kind of offer or you go toward a person or a situation. You're kind of generous, or kind of like, yes, this is what I want. And it's over. Like, it's over. I don't know that someone's really nasty about it. I don't really feel that way, but I feel like you get unhooked from it. And the hopes and fears are that is that someone's going to really skewer you. I feel like, that's not really going to happen. The universe is saying, though, that what's happening here is an unhooking of tradition versus moving towards the age of Aquarius. So we're really unhooking from the way that we're taught to do something or supposed to do something, maybe even healing from childhood trauma, and learning to trust yourself, learning that no matter what happens, I'm going to clarify this death in the Five of Cups, no matter what happens, you're coming out the other side of it kind of fresh. All right, into Libra time. So this Virgo new moon is a great time to manifest this next path and to to take action on your behalf. It's very healthy for yourself. So stay hydrated, friends, because that's one of the things that's being asked of you, is to not sort of collapse under this, like, hey, something's over. I think you do have to feel the feelings of it being over. And it could be something that has been part of your life for a long time. Could be a Taurus, Scorpio, Capricorn. Okay, I am seeing that. And let me clarify the death card, please. There's also this feeling of this person is misunderstanding you, or there's some kind of trigger from your childhood that has been underpinning your hooked inness to this situation. And that's the thing that's being healed. The thing that, like, oh, well, this person doesn't understand me, or they have some kind of wrong thinking about what's going on, or something like that. Justice, Four of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Emperor. So you see, like, when this is over, I feel like you're free. I feel like you get free of this situation. And in Libra time, Four of Wands, Four of Swords, like within the next 4 weeks, right? And then this Emperor, again, a really nice energy of foundational moving forward. I like the Aries energy because that is the opposite of Libra, and those are working together to create something new for yourself. Some of you could actually be physically moving. Some of you could have been over this a long time ago, but there's a chapter or a scene that we have to play out. There's a scene that we have to play out here. Okay. Five of Cups. Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, Nine of Cups, the Three of Cups, Lovers. Now, this is, there's Gemini energy. I am feeling like what you're losing is the pattern that has kept you stuck. What you're losing is the way of dealing with these situations that hasn't allowed you to be your true self. Okay. And so if you are, kind of just, let me give you kind of a silly example, and maybe you can align it with your life. But for a long time, you've been thinking you have to be polite to a certain person, or you have to kind of invite them every year for Christmas, or you have to be, and some situation basically unhooks you from that obligation. If you have some obligations, which is, if the English language had any logic to it, obligation would be a four-letter word. Okay, because it's something that we do and we don't really want to do, but we do because we think we're supposed to do it. And like, where is that coming from? So I think you're unhooking yourself from this, and it's a great move toward the Aquarian. I like the Gemini and the Aquarius energy over here, because, and Libra, all the air sign. So I feel like if you have a lot of air, or if you have some kind of important planets, or important sun, moon, rising, or Venus in air signs, I feel like you're very equipped to just be like, all right, I see this. This is a pattern. I'm no longer doing this, and then I can be free of it. Right? So you have this pattern going on with somebody, and maybe it's been transferred to other people. Maybe this is how people see you in a certain friend group or in the family or something like that, and now there's no need for it anymore. The new moon in Virgo is allowing you to manifest your dream life, and being unhooked from obligation, or being unhooked from a situation that has run its course. All right, run its course. So why is the Hierophant here? Nine of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, the Moon, and the Magician. This is giving you back kind of like your magic wand. Because you're unhooking from this pattern, you're like, okay, no need for me to deal with this anymore. Maybe this person, or maybe the situation, they do something really not cool. And you're like, okay, we're done here. I don't have to be polite to you anymore. Or I don't have to, like, okay, the example I was thinking about in just a little bit ago was about at work, where they have you kind of pigeonholed into a thing, and into a way of doing things, or into a process, into something. And it's like this person or this situation, the other person gets snippy or does something that really is like, you're done with it. Okay. Like, they look bad. Okay. And so you can just be stepping into that breach and go, okay, I know what to do. I know what's next. And you may have refrained from like bigfooting your boss, especially if there's somebody who's very traditional. Somebody is very traditional here. And it's really obvious that that is something that is needing to be overcome. Not that traditions are wrong. I'm not saying traditions are wrong. I'm just saying that how they've boxed you in the past is wrong. Okay, is not for you as you're growing and moving forward. The Page of Wands and the Page of Pentacles is about learning something new and being inspired and doing something. I feel like this energy has really held you back, especially with that Eight of Swords. I feel like that energy has really held you back. Yep, Wheel of Fortune, Six of Pentacles, High Priestess. Oh my gosh, beautiful energy. This is something, I've been saying this for a while. This is something that when, wow, I've got just chimes right here. Chime, like a chime. Okay, that was validation of what I just said. So this is a scene that must be played. If you've sidestepped seeing somebody, or if you've sidestepped being in the same room with another person alone, or if you've sidestepped a certain pattern, and something comes around again, the lesson is, all right, you got to face it. You got to face it full on. Did we get the Strength card here yet? I don't think so, but I feel like it's going to come in here. Look at this beautiful energy of where you're going. I just feel like the scene has to be played out, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. What you can do is get grounded and ask for your guides, ask for Archangel Michael to protect you, to help bring you the right words, something like that. Okay, so this is happening within the next week. 14th is the new moon in Libra, 14th. Hang on one second. I'll just want to check my signs here. So the new moon is 21 degrees Virgo, okay, is the new moon. There's a full moon on the very end of the month in Aries, but right now this new moon in Virgo. So we're in Virgo time, and that means that the sun and the moon are in conjunction with each other. They're sitting right on top of each other. So this energy of, I got to do things that are healthy for me. It's likely that a situation shows up to be super unhealthy for you. And you might have been like, wow, I didn't realize how unhealthy this was until I'm seeing it. Okay. And then something goes on here. This is in the next 4 weeks. I feel like this is happening this week, but I feel like the change is happening over the next 4 weeks. Okay. I'm going to continue on with the extended. If this is your reading, I will pull cards for each zodiac sign to see. I'm going to give you some advice. All right. So these are Sun, Moon, Rising, and Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the extended. All right. Link is below if you want to continue on. I'll see you over there. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.